Best ones.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What's up, everybody?
Aliens.
Welcome back to another real hunting podcast episode. Most famous celeb on the show yet, Justin Rackley. Y'all go check him out. He'll be linked in the description. If y'all don't know who he is, which you probably do, has like one of the biggest fishing channels out there. So started with bass fishing, and we're out here turkey hunting, doing some real hunting videos. He's got on his first turkey.
Fever, man.
Yep. But we don't even know what we're talking about, so we're just gonna get into stuff and maybe talk about the turkey hunt. This is your first turkey?
Sure, yeah, I'd love to. So I've actually been the last 2 years with you, and then I went the year before that, just dabbling around. No idea what I was doing, and this is always like a major fishing time for me. So it's hard to pull me away from the water, but I've gotten little glimpses, and you've called me like, dude, turkeys, they're daggum, they're coming in, just gobbling, like, we killed four in 2 hours.
Yeah, I know, I'm pretty sure the past 2 years,
I always get that report
I've killed a turkey like the day or 2 days before he came and hunted with me, and it just never happened.
Yeah, so I should start with that. So the last couple years hunting with you, it's always like, you should have been here yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's always windy, the turkeys get quiet. I haven't had that big moment where a gobbler comes in and you get all excited and you get to see the whole dance and the whole thing go down. So this time I did. First day, got out here, it was a nice crisp morning, and we heard gobblers pretty much right away.
Yeah, first 10 minutes.
Right from the get-go, and got to see the whole thing go down. And we actually had a turkey come in, I would say 10 yards from us. It kind of walked around sort of like an elk would, and then it came right by us, and I was like kind of giggling and thinking we were going to get busted, but it was so cool because the turkey was just puffed up and strutting and was focused on our decoy. So
went over there and spurred it.
And still I'm just like, I don't even want to pull the trigger. This is so cool. I just want to watch it beat up this decoy. And then after it thwapped it about 4 or 5 times, I was like, all right,
it's
time to let it go. And that turkey flopped over, and it was amazing. So I finally got it done. 4 years.
4 years.
Got to see it go down. Now I understand turkey fever.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
A lot of work.
It's not.
4 years worth of.
You would know. Everybody says it's the closest thing to elk hunting. It's not the closest thing to elk hunting, but it is fun.
It's similar. It's not that, like, I wouldn't put it on the adrenaline level of an elk coming in, but it's definitely like similar. It scratches the itch. It's cool.
Like, I never giggled when an elk came out. It was more just like panic and excitement, but I was giggling just watching that turkey beat up that decoy.
Well, that was funny because you like look back for a second and you're like, and Mike's like, shoot it.
I don't give him time, but so we're actually here at a deer lease that me and Justin are both on, and this place is crazy. It's right on the Colorado River, has turkeys everywhere.
Really cool.
And so yesterday, that's when he shot his in the morning, and then right after that, Ben shot one, called in 3 jakes. Ben
Same
shot
spot.
one. I mean,
Same
we heard,
exact spot.
same set and everything. He shot his, and then we turned the call on, and not turned it on, but started calling again. And
turned on the mullet call.
Yeah, the mullet call.
Yeah.
And Ben shot one. Ben shot a few turkeys here in Texas before. And then yesterday evening, we called in, like, it was ridiculous yesterday evening. We just couldn't make it happen. I was trying to shoot with a recurve bow, and just, I mean, I could have shot probably 5 with a shotgun. And then this morning, shot a big one. So y'all go check Justin's channel out. He'll be linked in the description. Y'all can go check out his hunt. Some of it will be on our channel as well. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. Yeah. But awesome time turkey hunting.
That's the first time I've seen it go down.
Yeah.
And does it get much better than what we saw?
I mean, yesterday was pretty.
That was good.
And add on to everything, when the freeze came through Texas, it busted all the water pipes. So we're all 3 days deep into no showers, and it's 90 degrees outside. So we're literally here. Right. There's a fan on. I hope y'all can't hear it. Sweating.
And I have pants on, I swear.
Justin is in underwear. because it's so hot. He had to take his pants off because they were soaked. I'll take one of those too. Thank you.
I'm good.
And haven't washed our hands. I've cleaned 2 turkeys and cooked steaks and cooked all of our food. Haven't washed our hands once. I have.
It's a little gritty out here.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty gross.
Feels got a little bit of a backcountry feeling to it, even though we're doing the Texas thing. Like, you get like this 3 or 4 days into the backcountry, sweating a little bit. You feel a little slimy in your sleeping bag, you know?
Yeah, it's not.
Makes for some fun nights, for sure. But
get that cheese.
Oh, it gets rowdy for sure. But I want to know, I'm curious, Justin, you've done so much on YouTube over the years and stuff. What in your YouTube career compares to having a turkey come in? Is it the equivalent, the adrenaline rush of like setting that hook on a big bass? Like what does it for you?
I would say the turkey's way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would take a really, really big bass to get me.
Yeah. Well, you've caught so many 5-pounders that.
I've caught a lot of good bass. Like if I could see, I guess it's the more visual. Like if you can see a 8+ pounder on a bed or something, and it's sort of like you have to play the game, and it's like calling, using the right call and everything, cadence. But man, I would say it would take like probably a 10+ for my first turkey ever.
Yeah.
You saw it, I was giggling.
It was a pretty good one.
And I have been elk hunting. I would say it doesn't quite compare to that, but the action is similar. I would think if you had a lot of bulls that were going on.
Yeah.
But this is the most turkeys I've ever heard.
They're out here.
Like you just hear them out in the open. Like sometimes not even calling.
He came.
I came down like
8 hours before us.
Yeah, and I could just hear them. In fact, it was the turkeys that we ended up shooting right out the start of the day. But you just hear them just walking around.
Yeah.
And all right.
Yeah,
it's gonna be easy.
We all got to play around with our gobbles because they were just so hot. We could just do whatever, and they'd gobble back at it. So.
Yeah, it's a target-rich environment for sure. Like all the turkeys I've ever hunted have been like public land Utah, where they're so spread out, and there's like you're not even gonna probably see.
They're probably quiet.
Yeah, they're all been called to 1,000 times, and there's a guy hunting them on every ridge. So to come down here and be able to like get on multiple birds in a day.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd enjoy it.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to do it if it was like that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, most of the time, the only turkey I've ever killed in Utah was running away from me. It wasn't coming into a call or anything. It was running and I shot it.
Yeah, I love turkey hunting, but I love it because of Texas, because of how they work in Texas. I don't know that I could go hiking 11 miles for a turkey that doesn't even respond.
Plus, it's like $45 for a turkey tag if you're a resident in Utah, and like you can buy a dang nice butterball turkey at the grocery store for $45. So it's like
much juicier.
Smoke that bad boy up. That's where I've always looked at it.
Yeah. I'm excited to try smoking it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it too when we get home.
Yeah,
brine it. Make sure you brine it.
Brine it.
Yeah, heat. What was your recipe that you did?
I have one that I've been messing around with. It's turned out pretty good. It's salt and sugar, equal parts salt and sugar, and it makes it for a pretty salty brine. I can't remember if it's equal parts. Don't fact check me. But it's salt and sugar, and then I do like sliced oranges and lemon, like a lot of citrus in it, and then cilantro. I do chopped cilantro, and then I brine it in that at least overnight, the breast. Right? I mean, you could do the whole bird too. I'm sure it cooks a little bit different, like on a wild turkey, and then I just smoke it on the Camp Chef until it hits like, I can't remember what the temp is. You'll have to look it up because I don't want to give anybody food poisoning. But there's a really
175.
Yeah, it's a little bit less. Yeah, it's a little bit less, and then you let it rest, and it'll come up to full temp and stay juicy.
Yeah.
And then slice it thin. We do like a nice sourdough bread and some hot mustard. Oh, it's like the world's best turkey.
We got to do that when we get back to the house.
Yeah, let's try it.
Let's brine it tonight and
I'm down.
In the vidya.
Throw it in a bucket.
All right.
Where's the alien talk?
I was just about to get into that.
That's what we got to talk about.
Because we saw something crazy last
night. Well, it started with the night before last night. We were packing up at my house. Ben can tell this story because I didn't see it.
Yeah, we're getting all ready to go at Molt Mike's house, and we're just kind of like loading stuff in the truck. And I look up in the sky, and I see this thing like hovering and floating over the top of me. And it looks like a big, almost like a string of lights up in the sky. To me, it looked like I was looking at the bottom of a blimp that had a whole bunch of like LEDs, and it's just slowly floating over me. So I was get out my phone, like trying to video it and stuff, and It kind of showed up in the video. You could see it. And I yelled at Mike. I'm like, dude, look up in the sky. And as soon as Mike looks up like this, it just bloop, vanishes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just saw an alien for sure. Like, this is a UFO.
And you documented it.
I
You got a
did.
picture
Yeah,
on
he
your phone.
has a actual video.
So I've been showing people this last couple days and telling them about my experience and like feeling borderline stupid, but like I know what I saw, right? Just like the guys on the History Channel, like know what I saw. And
Saw Bigfoot.
yeah,
I saw Bigfoot.
I know I did. And so we came out here, and I guess Mike's wife cracked the code. She figured out what was going on with it. And then turns out it's, what's it called? Earth? Starlink?
Starlink.
It's called the Starlink.
Yes.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's a SpaceX project where they're putting hundreds or thousands of satellites into the atmosphere, into orbit. And Angel texted us before we saw it again.
Yeah, like midday
out
yesterday.
here. Thank goodness, because I would have been freaking out.
Yeah.
Would have been like running around because we're out here in deer camp and it's like pitch black. You can see every star.
Sitting by the fire.
Sitting by the fire, you know, just having a couple cold brews, and look up and there's this string of lights. It probably took it like a minute
Yeah.
to get all the way across over the skyline, and it was clear as day. It looked like a snake.
No, it's straight out of Star Wars.
It looked crazy.
But so we came. Well, I don't know. Justin, you looked it up, but
I looked it up. Yeah.
apparently what you're seeing is the reflection off of the sun. So you can only see it at certain times.
Yeah,
of the night.
so it's like after sunset. This was probably about 8:30.
It was 9:10.
Was it 9? Okay.
And
So
it was
it's
like
still
9:30 when you saw it.
Mm-hmm.
like the sun's down where you are, but it's, you know, it's on the horizon, probably a few hours ahead of you, and next time zone it's probably still daylight. So the sun is still hitting those satellites up there, and you can see the reflection, but it's dark where you are, and it was freaky.
It was weird.
It was like hundreds of them
Yeah.
floating around up there.
So like right before we saw it too, you guys were like, oh, that's it, and you're like pointing it like a camera trail, like a vapor trail.
yeah, it was-
I'm like,
yeah.
that's not what I saw, and then it shows up.
Yeah, that was crazy
Yeah.
that it did. And it was like right on top of us. Like it looked like it was like 100 feet in the air, but it's in orbit apparently.
So if you see it, no, you're not crazy.
We got you.
So what do you think about?
It's
What
out
do you
there.
think about it though?
It
I
spurred a
think-
pretty interesting conversation last
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked for like 2 hours about it. So
Well, Ben brought up a good point of like, our kids will probably say something about, I don't know, the sky, and we'll say, well, back in my day, it was just stars up there, you know, maybe a couple of satellites, but there's just these, I don't know, thousands of satellites
yeah, you
orbiting.
said,
It looks like a chandelier.
you said 60 a month they're trying to release.
12K total,
Something
right?
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
12,000 potentially.
Yeah, go to Google and look up what what Earth will look like from space when they do, if they do get all those satellites up. It's crazy. It's literally a blanket of satellites over Earth.
Yeah, I don't know how you get the approval.
Yeah, how's that legal? Y'all leave in the comments. How's that legal? Like,
Eventually, it's just going to be dark out there.
that's
They'll
got to
just
be a
tax satellite
national.
and do it.
That's got to be a national.
What if those things start
Yeah.
getting a little close, start coming down? You know. You
Well, that's the
imagine
other thing. Like, you got to think if it's in orbit, how many miles long is that thing, or hundreds of feet? Because that thing was huge. I mean,
Yeah, if you see
an eighth
yeah.
of the sky.
It was weird because they were all together. It
Yeah.
wasn't like they were just all spaced out. It was
Oh,
like,
you think each one was an individual?
I think it is a train of
yeah,
satellites.
it's like
It's like an actual.
like a bunch of them.
link.
Oh, I thought it was,
I think that's why they call it Starlink. It's like it looks like a
Okay.
link of stars.
The one in the front's a diesel,
Chain.
and it's just towing the other ones.
Yeah, train.
It's weird.
Starlink train.
I don't know.
Worldwide Wi-Fi is a crazy concept, which is what he's trying to do with it. Like
Yeah,
for me, I
that's
kind of
it.
enjoy getting out of service sometimes.
Yep.
Being able to get away from the grind for a little bit and like not have anybody be able to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In the next few years, you probably won't be able to go anywhere.
I'll miss
Wow.
a lot more animals because I'll be looking at Instagram.
Just gotta leave it at the
Nowhere.
truck.
That's going to have to be the policy. Like detaching from technology becomes like necessary. I don't know. Like most people probably don't do it. As all of us do this for a living, but like I spend way too much time on my phone.
Me too.
I started reverting back like the last couple of years.
You're the best at it out of everybody.
I see how damaging it is, and I try to make it a point to like just leave it in the truck at times. I don't even mess with it because like the best memories I have in the outdoors are when I didn't grow up with a cell phone. So it's just you're out there and that's it. You're focusing on nature and hunting and fishing and not the next post.
Yep. Yeah. Congrats to Justin. He's having a little boy. We talked about it yesterday because he literally got on Instagram for his one time a month to like his wife's picture of their
That's what
reveal.
it seems like. Yeah.
So I wish I could do that. I need to come up with like a phone schedule where I only
Set
have
some
like
parameters.
1 hour a day.
Yeah.
That I
Or
get on
one
social
day.
media.
One day where you just don't. Like just take Sunday and don't even get on your phone.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Every Sunday, just no social media.
Put her down.
That's my posting day,
Read.
man.
Read about the old ways.
Yeah.
I like to read. You'll notice too as your kids get a little bit older, man, you'll like catch yourself, your kid will say your name 5 times and you'll be like, I'm looking at something that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And here's my
Right.
kid trying to get my attention. For me, that's what makes me feel like the most compelled to do something about it. To be more present.
Yeah, that would feel weird.
It happens, man. It's hard.
I'm so tired. We all need a nap. We came
been
back yesterday from the same hunt and just conked out.
Yeah.
Got Netflix working out here in the middle of nowhere.
Speaking of getting rid of technology.
Starlink. Yeah.
Watched some Waterworld, which is what's the world coming to? We could be in another Waterworld situation, or no water, whatever. What? I mean, the world's coming to something bad.
Are you thinking so?
Yes.
Like soon?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is this it?
It's not good.
We should look to the animals. The animals always know.
Well, they're gobbling their heads off, so.
They
all I
weren't
care
today. What,
They weren't today.
Back to turkey hunting.
Yeah. It's
Why?
windy as heck.
Explain to me why wind.
Well, I mean, we
shuts
shot a
down
giant
animals.
tom this morning, too.
We did. We did, but for the most part,
Before
I mean,
the wind came.
you physically can't hear as well. They can't hear
Yeah.
as well. But is it also true that like things moving around freak them out, like moving the trees, the wind
I don't
moving the
know.
trees?
I'm not sure about that. I've heard, this could be a myth too, but I've heard that when it's windy, they don't like to call because their sound carries more and predators can pick up on them and get downwind of them and smoke them.
I think so much of their vision relies on movement to be able to like protect themselves.
Yeah.
Like they're looking for movement. So if every branch and every tree is moving, I think they just kind of hide out. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're way more susceptible to being snuck in on. And
Yeah,
definitely
we
makes sense.
got on that big tom early. Sound like a mountain lion hunting.
Big Tom, dude.
Yeah, got on that big tom early before it really picked up. But I mean, right behind y'all is trees and a huge canyon, and it's just solid wind. So
I forgot about you killing the turkey, by the way. For some reason in my mind, I thought you killed one last night, and I was like about to knock up on my bow.
This morning?
Yeah, I was about to knock my bow.
Yeah, he was like-
and I was like, "Yeah, you gonna film this?"
I was
And he
"I'm
was like,
shooting."
"I'm shooting this one, dude." I was like, "Oh, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
forgot. I'll take that camera. My bad."
I could have shot one last night. That's my fault. If I had a shotgun, but I didn't.
I thought we'd get a couple more to come in today and we
Yeah, I did
drowned it
too.
out, but pretty good action though. Really for like a day and a half of hunting.
Yeah.
To see as many birds as we did, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, not even a full day and a half. I mean, we didn't get out there till like 6 o'clock yesterday, and we were done by 10:30 this morning.
And we
So-
saw birds riding around too. There was some just on the fences. And stuff.
Yeah.
This is it's pretty much opening week.
Yeah.
What do you think the turkey hunting will be like a month from now?
It's always. I mean, opening week is normally hot. All the hens are ready, and then it just progressively gets harder normally, but you can still kill turkeys. I mean,
When's
We-
this season end?
May 16th, I believe. Yeah, I think May 16th for the North Zone, and then I want to say it goes later in the South Zone, or it ends earlier in the South Zone and starts earlier.
So Texas is mostly Rios, right?
Rios, yeah.
Is there any other?
Easterns, I believe there's Easterns. I'm not sure. Rios. That's all I've ever killed here. But you said you killed yours in East Texas.
Yeah, but I think they were Rios because they look just like these birds.
Yeah, well, Rios and Easterns look pretty similar if you don't know what you're looking at.
I don't, so it's fair. They tasted really good. They
Yeah.
were really good sandwiches.
Yeah, I fried some up yesterday and it was delish.
It was very good. I'm excited to eat mine.
Yeah.
You gonna do the whole smoke? You think?
I might take the legs off
Keep
and
the
pressure cook them.
keep the T-Rex
Or-
claws on.
We talked about T-Rex tomahawks, man.
Yeah.
Leave the feet on.
Yeah.
Just wrap
Just
the
do
feet in
full
foil.
foot.
Yeah.
I don't think my wife would
Yeah, I
let
don't
me do
either.
that,
Yeah.
but
Give them to your kids for toys, something.
Yeah. Chew toys.
Yeah, they're little dinosaurs. They're cool.
They are. They're like little T-Rex feet. T-Rex tracks. If that's what a T-Rex foot looks like, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Pterodactyl.
they're about one of the only animals that everyone just takes pleasure at shooting them in the face.
Yeah, that is
They're,
true.
you know,
That is very
headshots on
true.
them.
a lot of furry animals, it's,
They're
it's
not
that
cute.
way. They're
Not
not
even
cute at
a
all.
little.
They're beautiful, but their heads are ugly.
Yeah. They look like they got melted down in a
Pimples.
pot and just, pimples and little hairs just
Just
stick out.
big boils.
It's
Like
disgusting.
an old teacher.
Yeah. It's good.
Sorry, Miss Green.
So,
That's mean, dude.
I didn't have a Miss Green. It was just it was a joke.
Yeah, that big Tom that came through last night, the first one, like right after we set up.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's had that just different, like his head is so big.
Yeah.
That was a cool bird.
Softball heads.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna go home and take a nap
Yep.
and probably do some fishing this weekend.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to eat crawfish.
ooh.
Ben comes
yeah.
down and he's got to get his crawfish fixed. So.
Yeah.
That's
can't get
money,
that.
dude.
That's money, dude.
Put that on a crackle.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a fun trip. I appreciate you guys letting me come out
Yeah.
here and stomp around on your lease and have some fun and eat some good
Time for
food.
you to move down here.
We'll see.
Probably enjoying that
Possibilities.
nice weather in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but y'all get hot weather.
Yeah,
too.
I'm in the very south, but I'm pretty close to snow at any point in time.
Yeah.
So,
Cool. Well, Justin, thanks.
Yeah.
Y'all go check him out
Finally got one.
and stay tuned for the next one. Keep it real.
bye.
Bye.